Anyway, so I wanted to talk about the power of choice. And I named the video something like, don't be a basic bitch. Okay. And I named it that because I realized that I was being a basic bitch. Even after through all the time that I thought, that I was doing something different, and I realized that no, bitch, you're doing the same fucking thing. And so I'm going to get in a little bit into that. But first I wanted to start off, y'all know I've been talking about this book, Outwitting the Devil, like every day. Shout out to Ashley. Hope Ashley on here, but shout out to Ashley. Matter of fact, can I send Ashley? Is Ashley on here? Let me see if I can find her. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Shout out to Ashley for putting me on this book, because she kept sending me screenshots of pages, and I was just like, you killing my memory, bitch. Keep sending me these pictures and shit. But it was very intriguing, and so I went on and bought the book, and I haven't been able to stop reading it since. I haven't put the book down since. So it's a few things in here that I wanted to share with y'all. First, I wanted to start off with reading something. I'm not going to read a whole bunch, but it's like 3 different parts in here that I wanted to get to. But this first part is going to kind of like set the tone for what I'm talking about. And this book, Outwitting the Devil, talks about what he calls a drifter. Okay, it's a guy, Napoleon Hill, he's the author, and he is interviewing the devil. And the devil describes people that don't accomplish what they want in life as drifters. Okay, and so something that he says, I don't know what chapter this is, but anyway, it says he's describing what a drifter is. And he says, a drifter is one who permits himself to be influenced and controlled by circumstances outside of his own mind. He would rather let me occupy his mind and do his thinking than go to the trouble of thinking for himself. So he's saying that a drifter would rather let the devil control his mind and let the devil think for him rather than thinking for himself. A drifter is one who accepts whatever life throws his way without making a protest or putting up a fight. He doesn't know what he wants from life, and he spends all his life getting just that. A drifter has lots of opinions, but they are not his own. Most of them are supplied by me. So it's telling you that a drifter is somebody that just accepts things that's thrown at them in life, and basically they don't have any purpose. Put it like that. They don't have any purpose. They don't have any drive. They just kind of go with the flow. And so the devil pretty much takes over their mind. Now, I could get into the devil and all that stuff, but I don't got time for all that. But what I'll just say is that the devil is the double, which is duality. So the devil is pretty much all of the illusions that is outside of you. Everything that you think is outside of you, you could call that the devil. Okay? So I want to start off with that. This book helped me make a final decision about something major in my life. And I would recommend everybody on here to get it, because it was very impressionable on me, and it like pushed me to stop being fearful of something that I was like, going back and forth with. So I want to talk about choice. Okay. I said, stop being a basic bitch. And this is for men too, this is for everybody to stop making choices that don't benefit you, that you feel like don't benefit you in the long run. So let's talk about the word choice. Of course, I got to break the word down, right? It was very easy. I went in the Bible. I looked up the word choice. I do this all the time. And I see what words are interchangeable with the word choice. Well, the word create is interchangeable with the word choice. Create and creator. So that means that every single choice that you make, you're creating. With every single choice that you make, you're creating. And that is why choice is so powerful. Let me go back in some of these comments. I don't want to get too deep in here. Make sure I'm, talking to y'all. Okay, Wesley, yes. Introduce me to the people in Nigeria. Thank you, Dre. My locks are growing in very nicely. They kind of weird looking right now, but they do to get done. You know what, Tamaya, you funny. Man, okay. My voice is very deep. I'm an Aries, so I'm very masculine. I don't know. Do all Aries is Taurus on here? Do all Aries have deep voices? Because we're more masculine and feminine. Okay, Old Head Clothing Line. Love that book. Oh my God, it changed my life. I'm trying to tell you. People think that I was influenced by all these other people to make decisions, and they don't even know that it was really this book that made me make my final choice. Okay. The name of the book is Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I'll put it up for you. See? Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Choice is the cross. Exactly, Bernadette. North, south, east, west is the good news. NEWS is the good news. All right, so choice is to create. Every time you make a choice, you're creating something. And that is why it's so powerful for you to only make choices that you really want for yourself. Or else you're not really creating the reality that you want. And then we sit up here and we whine and complain and we whine and complain and we whine and complain. Why? Because you didn't make the choice that you really wanted. Okay? So the other things that are interchangeable with the word choice is acceptable, appoint. It also means to take hold. It also means to receive and took. So it means acceptable. Once you accept certain things from certain people and certain behaviors in your life, you've made a choice. You've made a choice to pretty much contract with them. You're in agreement with what they're doing. So let's say you're in a relationship and your mate cheats on you and you take them back. I'm not saying whether this is right or wrong. I'm letting you know that you've accepted that and that is a choice that you made for yourself. Okay? It also means to appoint. So if you're making choices based on what somebody else wants and not what you want, then who's really king or queen? Okay? You cannot, when you make choices for you and what you want, who gives a fuck what somebody else wants? I mean, really, honestly. Because you, the HBIC, the H bitch in charge, HNIC, all of that stuff for yourself. You put you first because you are creating your reality based on your choices for yourself. Now, the other thing is that when you make a choice, that means you agreed to something. That means you entered into a contract, is what you did. You have to understand that universal laws are all based on contracts. Everything that we do, contracts are not just signed on paper. Contracts happen in conduct. Contracts happen in conversation. Contract happens according to what you allow and what you don't allow in your life. So it was something else. It was another page in here. I think this is the page where, like, I actually put a screenshot up where I said that I actually had to put this book down for a minute because this is what made me really realize that I was doing the same shit that I've been doing for years and years, and in regards to men, okay, for years and years and years. And that is settling for less than what I actually want. So even when I used to subject myself to dealing with men who didn't want a committed relationship, and I would just wind up in this 2-year fuckery, we friends with benefits with no commitment shit, like that was settling for less than what I wanted. Well, I still winded up doing it. Again, it just looked different. And when I read this in the book, it made me realize that you're doing the same thing, Kamisha. You're still settling for less. It just appears different. So it says, if I know what I want. Now this is the author questioning the devil, asking the devil a question. And he says, if I know what I want from life, demand it, and back my demand by a willingness to pay life's price for what I want, what are you willing to pay for what you want? And if I refuse to accept any substitutes, I had to circle that part. If I refuse to accept any substitutes, because we have a tendency to do that. Oh, this is good enough for right now. No, they will wind up being in the way. So, all right, I'm going to read the whole sentence. If I know what I want from life, demand it, and back my demand by a willingness to pay life's price for what I want, and refuse to accept any substitutes, the law of hypnotic rhythm, that's right, Delois, the law of hypnotic rhythm takes over my desire and helps, by natural and logical means, to transmute it into a physical counterpart. Basically, what he's saying is that if you demand what you want in your own head, not even to another person, in your head, you tell yourself that this is what I want. I'm not accepting any less than this. And you continue to do that along with the flow of the law of nature into its hypnotic rhythm. You make a habit out of not accepting less than what you want. It's universal law that you have to get the shit. You have to get it. It is I don't even know how to any other way to say it, because I understand that all the laws are based on how the womb works. All the laws are based on if a man ejaculates in you or in a woman at the right time, it's a law that her ass is going to get fucking pregnant and you're going to create a child, a physical manifestation. The same laws and principles apply to how you think. So if you are in a hypnotic rhythm of thinking that I will not accept less than what I feel I deserve, then the universe or your universe within you is going to birth it. Point blank, period. So when I read this and it got to the point where it said refuse to accept any substitutes, I had to put the book down, because I knew that that's what I was doing at that time. I knew that I wasn't satisfied with what I was getting, where I was at. And it made me make a choice. Okay. So I wanted to share that part with you guys about refusing to accept substitutes, because it said, what are you willing to pay? What is the price that you're willing to pay? Are you willing to maybe get some ridicule if you make a choice that's what's best for you, but might not be best for somebody else? You know, what are you willing to pay? Are you willing to be single for a while? What are you willing to pay to get what you want? So, in the power of choice is when you have to realize your own pattern. If you're making the same choices over and over again, they might look different. So you really have to sit down and dig into your own pattern and realize that I have a habit and I need to break it. I need to break this repetition, because the law of hypnotic rhythm is repetition over and over and over and over. And if you get, hypnotic means to put you to sleep. You can get so deep into it that you don't even realize that you're doing the same shit over and over again. So you have to learn how to break your own habits. Move! Dang, you pain in the ass. Okay, sorry, y'all. My dog. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to remind you, I said this earlier, is that choice is contractual. Choice is a contract. Because choice, this dog, I swear. Choice is, choice means to agree to something. You agree to it. And agree means a contract. So here's the thing about contract law, because I've been studying the esoteric side of contract law for about the past year. Hold on, y'all. Go, get out my room. Sorry, y'all. Now, when I tell him to leave, my dog, then he act like he don't want to leave. Remind me of somebody else. But anyway. So, when you make an agreement, when you enter into a contract, in your choice, if you think of it in terms of law, which I encourage everyone to study contract law, But like I said, I study it from an esoteric perspective. So you have to realize that you're the creator of the contract. You're the creator of the contract. For you to have the most power in your choice, you are the one that should be creating the contract. All this shit is on your motherfucking terms. It's on your terms or it's a no-go. See, because when you bend your rules and shit, which I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't, but make sure you realize what you're doing when you bend your own rules, because now you're going against yourself and that's going to disturb your peace of mind. Okay? So when you are making a choice, that means you're entering into a contract. Remember that you are the creator of the contract. Whatever choice that you're making, whether it's like physically with another person or even within yourself. So you set up the rules for yourself. You're king, queen, sovereign, whatever. Okay, numero uno. You're not going to get what you want if you keep substituting other shit. Because the Bible says something like 2 things can't exist in one place at the same time or some shit. Like, I forgot what it say. But it says something like 2 things can't be in the same place at the same time. So if something is there that's not really satisfying what you want, it gotta go. It's simple as that. It's as simple as that. And you have to be okay with your choice. Let me see what y'all saying on here. Let me see. All right. Kiki Williams, you needed this. Girl, if you only knew, I needed it too. I have to go back and read the book again. Listen here. When I'm done, I'm going to go back and listen to the audio. I'm going to listen to the audio, like on my drive in and out from work, because we have a tendency to forget shit. You know, somebody come up and start doing magic because they look good and they got a nice full beard and shit, and you forget. You forget all your laws. You be like, well, wait a minute. What did I say I was going to? Okay. All right. You become what you think about. Yes. The name of the book, Patricia, is Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I needed this. You have a way of making things seem so simple. It's very simple in my head. That doesn't mean that I always execute it that way. But I've grown a whole lot. Dig into your patterns. You have to dig into your patterns. Break your habits. Choices and agreements. Yep. Belina probably caught something that I said on a low, and that's why she laughs, because I know she probably know what I was talking about. Okay, you set the rules. Is manifestation also creating? Yes, ma'am. Manifestation is the physical appearance of what was in your head and what was in your heart. That's what manifestation is. And it's coming from a place where your subconscious may not even be aware. Well, how can I say this? You may not even be fully aware of what you're manifesting because you haven't really dug into your subconscious. And that's why we have manifestations and we look at it like, I didn't create that. I didn't do that. Yeah, you did. Because it ain't, all is the mind. Where did it come from then? I've been doing this. Folks been calling me a mean bitch. I promise you, people that are successful, like there's a video where Beyonce was interviewed and it talked about like basically her being a bitch. But she's a Virgo. Virgos are very analytical and detailed, like perfectionist. So she says like, fuck you. If it's not right, somebody getting fucking fired. And that's all to it. So, oh well. Baby, like you used to be so nice. No. Nice mean fool. Don't forget that. All right. I read everybody's comments. So, I said choice is a contract. I want to just read something to you. Now, this is a different book. It's called The Master Key System. This is a good one, too. Okay? This talks about the power of the mind. But it says, real quick, it's talking about, I don't know what the hell it's talking about. I wrote it down though. Oh, wait, no, I read that already. Sorry, y'all. Wait, did I read that? Be patient, be patient. I know y'all quick to click off. Nah, she ain't saying nothing. Let me get up off here. Oh, okay, here it is. Hey, Isaac, what's up? What's up, love? Okay. You know I'm talking about Outwitting the Devil. I had to get on here to actually highlight some parts that changed my life. But when I talked about choice being a contract and an agreement, in the book Outwitting the Devil, it says the non-drifter takes from life whatever he wants, but he takes it on his own terms. The drifter takes whatever he can get, basically, takes whatever he can get, but he takes what he gets on my terms. So my is in the devil, okay? Which is basically like the physical world, like whatever the physical world is giving you based on your own thoughts and shit, but your own thoughts probably really ain't your own thoughts. So yeah, it says that the non-drifter gets whatever he wants out of life based on his own terms. So his own terms means what? A contract. Okay? I just want to reiterate the contract thing. So choice, I'm just looking at some notes because I just wanted to write a couple things down before I get on here. I'm so unorganized in my thoughts. Choice is based on desire. And desire has the word sire in it, and sire means Lord. Hey, Terrence, I got an accent? I don't know. People always say that because I'm from Philly, but you know, it all sounds the same to me. Choice is based on your desire, and the word sire and desire means Lord. What is Lord? Lord, like Lord to you, like make something come to you. So everything that you're attracting into your life has been based on your desires. Desires is based on what you agree with in your heart. So that's why it's important for you to make decisions based on what you want for you and not what other people want for you or what other people want for them. Because your desire is Lord. Okay? So you have to figure out, what do you want? For you to get what you want, you have to figure out, what do you want? What do you want? I made a post the other day that said, want is one. W-O-N. Because you're going to get everything that you want. And the Bible tells you this. You're going to get everything you want and everything that you deserve. How do you deserve it? Whatever you think you deserve, that's what you're going to get. If you think that you only deserve a certain kind of job with a certain kind of income, or, you know, a certain kind of relationship, or a certain kind of house, or whatever. I don't want to keep using material things, but whatever. Whatever you think that you deserve, guess what? That's what you're going to get. That's why I tell people all the time, I hope you get everything that you deserve. You deserve it. So, what you want should be lined up with your purpose in life. If you don't know your purpose, then I would suggest, that's why you got to know yourself, get into yourself, understand yourself, blah, 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 blah. Your purpose is also hidden in, well, for me, and I've done over 100 names, probably up to about 120 now. I've broken down 100 and something names, and a lot of your purpose is hidden in your name. So if you want to get your name done, you know, I'll send you a link. I got like 9 of them to do over the weekend, so I'll be really, really busy. But your choices should line up with your purpose, your goal, and your aim. The word purpose means aim. Aim, A-I-M, is I-A-M. I am. Like, you know, when God says I am that I am. I am is law. So your choices should be lined up with your laws for yourself. Your choices should be lined up with your purpose. Your focus is right here. This is what I want right here. If other people that's coming in your life are not really serving that purpose, or not just, I don't know, lining up with it, however you want to phrase it, then I'm not going to say, give everybody the boot, but I'm going to say you focus on what you want. I'm just going to say that. Okay? You have to know what you want in order to get what you want. So, question is, are you faithful to yourself? Are you committed to yourself? We talk a lot about people not wanting to commit, people not being faithful. Are you faithful to yourself? Do you actually stick to your own laws? I had a law that I came up with. No pussy for boys. Did I stick to my own law? Yeah, I bent the rules a couple of places. You know what I mean? And then I really realized later on that, like, how did that benefit me? It didn't. Because I went against myself and it interrupted my peace of mind. So, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't. The thing about, if you do bend your rules or whatever, do what the fuck you want to do. Just know that you're doing what you want to do. And you can't later come, well, you can, but you're going to look, you're going to just be crying and whining and complaining about your choice that you made. So you can bend rules and make up laws and break them, and you have the right to do whatever you want. Just know that you made the choice. So are you faithful to yourself, and are you committed to yourself? Now, this was something that I wanted to read, and then I'm going to get up off here because I don't like being on here for a long time. Okay, this came out of the book, The Master Key System. This is by Charles Haanel. I guess I said his name right. He says in here, accept all thoughts. Exclude all thoughts except the ones which are associated with your purpose. Exclude all thoughts except the ones that are associated with your purpose. Do you understand what thoughts really are? Thoughts are actually people. Yes, thoughts are people, because you started off as a thought. You started off as a concept, right? Okay, so everybody started off as a concept, then that means we're actually ideas. We are walking, talking, animated ideas. So to exclude, I just read that to back up what I was saying earlier. To exclude all thoughts that don't align with your purpose is to exclude people that don't align with your purpose, because people are concepts, ideas, and thoughts. The Outwitting the Devil also talks about controlling your environment. Now, environment has the word "in" right on the front of it, so it lets you really know that your environment is really inside of you. However, you can control the people that you surround yourself with that's impressioning your mind. So if you're surrounded by people that's constantly not taking accountability for themselves, that constantly want pity and sympathy, that constantly lack emotional control, first of all, you have to ask yourself, is this a mirror for me? Because damn it, I don't know if I like this. I probably need to change this. That's first and foremost. But you also have to realize that that environment is going to have an effect on you, possibly depending on how strong your mind is. So you want to consider, excluding thoughts and people that don't align with your purpose. And that means put yourself in an environment where people do align with your purpose. All right. So I wrote on here that your greatest asset is your time. Outwitting the Devil also talks about that. Your greatest asset is your time. The word time in Greek, the word precious in Greek is T-I-M-E, time. That means your time is precious. Time is money. Time is converted to money. So You have to be very calculated with your time. When you're making choices about what you want, your choices should line up, and your time should be lined up in what you want, your purpose and your goal and your aim in life. So, okay, I'm going to get off here. I said break the habits, and I wrote what stops you from getting what you want. Fear. Fear stops you from getting what you want. I had to realize that. I had to realize that I was procrastinating on a choice for a long time because I was scared that I wasn't going to be able to create something similar to that again. But then I started telling myself, well, if you think that, then you don't really believe that you have the power to create whatever you want then. That means that you're doubting yourself. That's a no-no. Can't do that. So fear is what stops you from getting what you want and not making the choices that you want for yourself. Okay? I shared everything that I wanted to share with y'all. I hope y'all learned something. I love all you guys. I want to go read through these comments, see what you're saying here. The Master Key System is awesome. Yes, I'm almost through it. A nice is a fool. It ain't enough to be nice. I'm sorry. Because nice can also mean fool. I was talking to myself about patterns and habits. We all do, sis. We all do. Trust me on that. Isaac, that's that Philly shit, T-Web. I told her that the first time we talked. Wait a minute. I talked to you on the phone, Isaac? I don't remember talking to you. Did I? I don't know. I don't remember talking to him. Okay, anyway. Ask and receive. Yep. You know, a lot of the Bible, I say it all the time. I quote the Bible all the time. The Bible, in my opinion, is a law book. And I'm not just talking about like law, you know, when you go into the physical court system. Like your whole existence is law because you're I am, and the word I am is also law. So it's universal laws, which the whole court system is based on universal laws. But anyway, what do you want? Reminds me of the movie Notebook. Oh, that was a great movie. I haven't seen it in forever. Most people can't answer that. Can't answer what? What do you want? Nope. And they're also scared to answer it. I know I was. I was scared to answer it. Because I knew that what I was doing wasn't really what I wanted. And so it made me scared to answer that question. You are amazing. Thank you. You guys are my reflection. I live in Colombia. Hopefully we can have a conversation face to face one day. I would love to travel. That's in my my arsenal of manifestations up here, to travel and teach, get some classes going on. I don't know if Tora's on here, but me and her did discuss doing a class together. That's definitely going to happen. It'll be somehow online, like, I don't know, Google Hangout or something like that. But me and Tora will be doing a class together. I'm also doing a live class in Philly the beginning of April. I'm going to do it on self-ology. Okay, this is so true. I was talking to a guy, really nice, sweet, but his views and the way of thinking was not working for me, so I decided to let it go. Kimmy Kim, this is what I'm trying to say. Because nice and sweet might not line up with, you know, my purpose and my goal. You can be nice and sweet from over there, hon. Okay? You can be nice from over there across the street. I still love you. Thank you for wisdom and teaching. You're welcome. Appreciate your time. Thank you kindly. You guys are so freaking awesome. I was about to say something. I ain't going to go there, though. Things that make you go, love this. Ronald Green, you late in the game. I'm about to get off this joint. But you can go back and watch it. So I read all the comments. Love you guys. And I just want to encourage you to make choices based on what you want. And understand that every time you make a choice, you're entering into an agreement and a contract. And the word choice also means to create. So you're creating with every choice that you make. Peace.